No idea, Ovid? How come? Because they paid everybody not to talk about it. I mean, this is an easy test. Go get 10 people to do this in the room, and you can do this with a $2 stock, and do it with an AMC. You get a better price at Fidelity or E-Trade or at Schwab or wherever. And Robinhood gives you a worse price. Oh, but I didn't pay commission. Unbelievable. Interesting. Okay, good morning, everybody. 7:29, end of month. So two possibilities here, Ovid. Two possibilities. Take Apple down, and did they take Google a little bit lower here on all this stuff? Because this is end of month, and they're going to rip it on the 1st or 2nd? Wow. Isn't that interesting? Very, very possible. Then we see, and then we... So, LRC, SPX is what, up 8? You add 8 to this thing, you're at 44.08. You got 44.21, 44.32. Lamb Research is garbage. It's just garbage. It is what it is. It needs to get to 453 or don't even sniff it. Don't buy it early anymore. 453, most likely 4 to 6 weeks is an avoid. It's an avoid, unless it rips to 450 today. MasterCard earnings just came and they're great. They're moving very, very nicely. Can it get to 400? Very possible it can get to 400 right away. I told you, MasterCard, Visa last time was great. MasterCard went down. This time, Visa went down. MasterCard is great. Let's see what happens. If it can take out 404, this thing can run huge, okay? Topalicious is in the 4 to 6 week avoid. No real reason to be in it, okay? They have a shelf offering coming too, I believe. TTD, 86.91. Snowman, can it get through 271? May hit 275 in the first 2 minutes. Does it break through? Don't know. If it does, it goes a long way. If it doesn't, another couple weeks. Goldman Sachs up a little bit. Banks are up. If it can get 381, it may test 392. MicroStrategy is about Bitcoin. Then we see if it gets to 44, then it can run 44K. MDB, any close over 382 will run it. Roku, can it get through 476, then 491? Sava news pending in, I believe it's 11 o'clock Eastern, Central, don't know. Have to find out. Somebody can let us know what time. It's at 11, I don't know what time zone. Amazon earnings coming 37.70. DPZ, if and when it gets through 551, it runs. Apple, all about 152. Baidu moving. All the China stocks are up today again. Do they bring that back or does it go? Sava embargoed till 10:45 Eastern. So 11 Eastern. That means news doesn't come till 11 Eastern. So going to be 10 Central, then we see. Okay. Facebook, can it get positive? Maybe, but it's not going to run a lot. So then we see, and then we see. Google. So the concerning part of Facebook's call is it's going to go lower, but they didn't go into detail. Does ad prices go lower or the number of ads go lower? If they believe it's the number of ads, then Google gets worse. Okay, so keep an eye on it. If they don't, then Google gets better. Tesla, 656, but needs 672 now. Till 672, pretty much an avoid. Then we see, and then we see, then we see, and then we see. Okay, 11 Eastern, that's what we know. Data will be sent out at 10:45 before the presentation. If you just joined, can you tell us what the trades are? Here's the thing. There's a reason we don't do this, because Sam doesn't like lazy. If you just joined, go spend a day, maybe spend a week. Go back and review everything. Go back. I understand you can't get in today. You have to do that. You have to watch the video. You have to go slow. You have to build your account. Let's say Sam bought Facebook and he had the 370s and the 380s. and you make 500 grand on those, and we tell you we're still holding the 400s. So you made 500 grand and you're in for 20 grand on the 400s. Oh, but Sam's holding Facebook 400s. I'll go buy it. That makes no sense. Doesn't make any sense, right? Interesting. That's why we don't do that. We'll never do that. Okay? I mean, you got a couple hours here before the market opens. Go back. Do what you want to do. Read all the information. There's a tremendous amount of information. You can become great if you don't become lazy. People become lazy. Let me tell you, I asked the other day in the room, I said, when does TTD have earnings? And somebody said, Bloomberg or Briefing says this day. I said, but is it on their website? Oh, no, I use Briefing. So Briefing gets their information from somebody else who gets their information from somebody else, and nobody does the real research. So you get a wrong earnings date, and you buy something and you get destroyed. Go to the company's website, get the research. If you can't get it, then don't say it. The news has to be real. Earnings dates are only real if the company announces the date. Everything else is fake. And I will tell you for an absolute fact, 5 earnings dates on Briefing will be wrong this quarter. They will be wrong on Thinkorswim. They will be wrong everywhere except the company's website. Do you want to lose money because they're wrong? No. Interesting. Then we see. Small caps catching a bid. Basically, today is chill day. Then we see MasterCard estimates. Then we see MasterCard. I don't know if the guide is in there. I haven't had time. It came out while we were on here. We'll go look. Is the guide in there? Then we see. Let's see. If it can get through 400, we can fly. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat. Go slow. We've had a stunning 2-week run. 2 weeks of ages. You can't even make it up. When CMG goes 104 to 160, if you help. Google goes, 3 to 90. I mean, these are trades of ages. Go slow. Then we see. Everybody have a great trade.